Can you believe it's been 20 whole years since the first Harry Potter book was published? Unbelievable. That's 2 entire decades since he first climbed up the crack of Mount Doom, held aloft his magic sword and said, "The Force will be with me always," and became the most powerful wizard in Clannad. I think he played bass as well. Anyway, yes, what a long time it's been. They're still going on. There's still stuff happening. There's been no more books, but there's like that stage plays and the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. They also sold the script of it in book form, so that's fun for people who like reading scripts of stage plays, which is probably not the people who read Harry Potter in the first place. And, of course, there's an ongoing series of films, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Strangle Them, which is quite useful if you do come across fantastic beasts and, you know, they need a bit of the old strangling. Anyway, what better way is there to celebrate 20 years of Harry Potter than looking at some of the early merchandise, which tragically is all food. Oh my goodness. So, if you are familiar with the boyish wizard stylings of Harry Potter, you will know that chocolate frogs are a thing in the universe that it exists in. Basically, they're like frogs made of chocolate that are enchanted to jump around, which you then eat. I don't know what that is, some weird hunting ritual. And they come with a collector's card featuring famous wizards and witches, and they move because all the pictures move in Harry Potter. Moving pictures, eh? Who could believe such a thing on YouTube? So, yeah, this is an early attempt to create such things. You'll notice it's all got specific artwork based on the books. I don't think the films were around back then. And, yes, 14th of the 8th, 2004 is when this went off. And the worst thing is, there's holes in the packaging, so it's going to be a bit of a show inside there, I think. I'm slightly worried. Something interesting here. I thought it said now 31 cards. Or does it say now 3D cards? Because surely if they weren't 3D or moving, they weren't very exciting in the first place. I don't know. Anyway, I've genuinely never seen a chocolate frog from back in the day. Let's see what it's like. Oh, it's still wrapped in foil. Ah, I did not know they were wrapped in foil. Well, it's looking a bit froggy. It doesn't really have any legs, which I think frogs are quite well known for. It's quite a solid bit of chocolate. We'll come back to that. What's the collector's card then? Platform 9 3/4. That's where you run a shopping trolley into and get magically transported to an extra platform that will take you to a Scottish wizard school. Because, yes, and oh yeah, they've got a little bit of lenticular movement there. Interestingly, it's vertical as opposed to horizontal, which is quite rare. So yeah, there is Potter and his Where's Wally jumper running along, and looks like he's catching his suitcase on something. This could have been more exciting. It'd have been nicer if they'd kept it in universe, actually, and had it with actual famous witches and wizards, you know, sort of fictional types on it, not just scenes from the book where he walks through an arch. Well, there we are. Oh, well, if you're collecting the full set of those, well, good luck. They've been off the market for God knows how long. Right. Let's see what this is like then. I imagine this will be pretty much all right, won't it? Yeah. It looks kind of apart. Look. Oh. That's not a bad thing. There's a fair bit of chocolate in there, actually. It still smells chocolatey. Of course, very solid. Bloody hell. Ah, gotcha. Ooh, blimey. That is far more solid than I was expecting. Right. I'm going to try a bit for, I was going to say for science, for magic. There, let's try that. Ooh, that's not great. Ugh. Tastes like really cheap chocolate where there's something slightly wrong with it. And I don't think it is cheap chocolate. I think that's just the way it's gone over the years. Who would have thought that massively outdated chocolate isn't that great? It's not awful, though. Oh, there's a slight aftertaste of something slightly wrong, but I mean, it's not deeply unpleasant as these things go. There we are. Now you can go back to the Weasleys in that funny house, what they live in, called the Burrow, I think. Looked visually very interesting in the films. Anyway, time for another look at something else they used to sell, and they still do sell, but in a different form. It is Harry Potter, Bertie Botts, Every Flavour Beans. So the joke here is that whimsically the wizarding kids buy these amazing jelly beans, and they literally have every flavour. Although I think there's actually an amount they pick from, because every flavour, I mean, the chances are, there'd be tasting of different types of dirt in the vast majority of them. You'd never get anything that tastes nice, wouldn't you? But the flavours you get in here, beware of the strange flavours. Toffee, horseradish, pineapple, apple, carrot, lemon, coconut, sweet popcorn, orange, vanilla and tomato. See, not that strange, because those weird bamboozle things weren't really a thing back then. These days, these have kind of merged with those, and the latest ones you get are all a bit sort of vicious these days. They're all things like grass and sausage and rotten egg and vomit and marshmallow. All right, marshmallow's not too bad. And basically, you don't really want to get the vomit-flavoured ones because they're quite accurate. They're all a bit unpleasant, really. And all a bit extreme. But back in the day, it was just, hey, look, this might taste of horseradish or carrot or tomato, and not this will taste of dog poo that's been wiped on your grand's corpse, or whatever extreme stuff they're getting onto these days. So, let's just open up the extremely pleasant thing. Oh, a badness has occurred. You've got loads of the bloody things, haven't you? And they look sort of colour-coded as well. Right, how many pounds? Is there an out-of-date thing on this? Is there a date? Date. No, there doesn't. Oh, best before. This is weird. So it says best before, but there's no date. It is a secret. Only wizards can see the best before date. Oh, dearie me. Right, let's get into it. Oh, how whimsical. The early books were very whimsical. And well, the thing about Harry Potter is, my understanding is that the first book is aimed at 11-year-olds. The second is aimed at 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, so they sort of grow with the audience. So the first one's all sort of funny jokes and japery and a bit of, little bit of menace and danger and fun and all that kind of stuff. And then by the time you've got to book 7, everyone's being slaughtered and they're all shrieking and they're all miserable and everything's horrible. Right, do not want. Right, let's pick a flavour and see if we can guess what colour it is. I'm not going to eat much of it because I want to live. Tell me, carrot would be interesting. Carrot or tomato? Yeah, all right. Let's go for this, which could be carrot or tomato, I think, both of which sound deeply unpleasant. They all say Harry Potter on them. We can make that out. There we are. And it's got a bit of horrible rancid bogey stuck to it, so that's nice. Right, I'm going to bite the top off. Oh, it's rock hard. Oh my goodness, it's hard. What does it taste of? Sugar. It's toffee. It's the toffee one. I've picked out a good one. Ha ha, that makes a nice change. Oh dear. They taste absolutely fine, actually. The texture's gone weird, but go on then. Let's give a shot to this purple thing. There's going to be like horseradish or poisonous hat or something. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of blue inside. At least I hope it was originally supposed to be blue. Come on, focus. Oh, that's absolutely disgusting. Oh, it tastes of dirt and something unpleasant. I think that's supposed to be horseradish. But it's extremely subtle. It's not like blow your head off like it would be these days. Oh, dear. Yeah. The problem is I think it tastes slightly of rot anyway. And now I've got in my head how old these are, and I can't tell what's the beans and what's... I'll have some chocolate to take the taste away. Oh, no. Well, that was an experience. My goggly goodness. Well, there we are. What have we learnt today? You pronounce the spell Wingardium Leviosa, and you don't eat massively expired food because it's really unpleasant. Now, that's magic. No, it isn't. What on earth am I talking about?
Subscribe for more.